tu vas tenter de décrocher le triathlète veuvezan Adrien Briffod.
How did it feel when you went to the Olympics? Was the Paris was first time?
Paris was first time. Like I was like substitute for the Rio Olympic and the Tokyo Olympic, but it was really hard like to go to Olympic Games because in Switzerland they have like a level of athlete pretty high, so it was not so easy.
How did it feel when you arrived at the Olympics? Was it like a crazy moment?
Not crazy moment. It was like to live the experience, like the village and so, but also the race, because the race for me didn't go pretty well, but it was more the atmosphere with like, I think more than 100,000 people beside the road was pretty crazy for me. Like to have a race like this, I never feel like the same atmosphere. Well,
does it feel harder now, like when you're 30 compared to 20? Well, what part of it do you enjoy the most? Like, I guess, at the training or the competitions?
I think it's more like...
What is something that you maybe haven't shared so much, but that you wish people knew more about you?
I think some of the people in the like triathlon world doesn't know like I'm not 100% professional because I want to like learn something beside the professional sport. So I'm doing like some civil engineering study, and I will normally finish like my degree like at the end of the year, my master degree.
Congrats. And what is the reason that you're deciding to take this focus now?
Like when I have 20 years old, when I finish like the school, I want to like do the sport, but I also want to study because like in Switzerland, I doesn't want to stay in the sport business maybe after my career and maybe more do other stuff. And like there is like a really good school in Switzerland, like EPFL for engineering. So it's really interesting me. And they have like some course like where I can follow like 50%, but it's double the time. So it's nearly 10 years I'm at this school, so it's a long time, but I'm really interested on what I do, so it's why I follow also the both
That's
sport.
awesome. So you've been thinking about it for a long time? No.
Yes, that's a long time. So I'm nearly engineer, like at the end of the year. So it's
That's super cool.
Yes.
Congrats. So one question that oftentimes, like when somebody wants to achieve like a high level of success in anything, business, sports, you need to have so much focus. How were you able to maintain the focus on triathlon if you wanted to also become an engineer?
I think it learned me to be more focused on what I do because like when I was studying, it was like on 100% study focus. On when I was training, I was switched on going to training. And maybe for me, I need besides the training, like to have something else for my mind, to work on something else, or not just like all focus on triathlon, on speaking always of triathlon, and like have other friends beside triathlon. It's also a nice path. It's not like, it's more like something it had me as it was more on it had me to be more focused on me, like to learn from maybe like scientific stuff, like when I hear something new in the sport, I want to learn more what is on, not just go to training and say, oh, it's okay, I did a good training, and maybe more analyze what I did in the training. So.
Well, that's super interesting to take it from that angle. And what age did you decide to take triathlon super seriously?
I think that when in junior, I was qualified like for the World Championship junior. I said
how old
yes,
is it?
maybe.
Like 16?
I had like now 18 years old. Like it was not. So I was doing like a lot of sport. I was pretty good, but I was like not doing like international race. And when I did my first international race, and I was pretty good at this level, I said maybe I can go till the Olympic Games. That was my end goal, to go in triathlon.
Okay,
yeah,
that's awesome. How did it feel when you went to the Olympics? Was the Paris was first time?
Paris was first time. Like I was
Cool.
like substitute for the the Rio Olympic and the Tokyo Olympic, but it
Mm, mm,
was
mm.
really hard, like to go to Olympic Games because in Switzerland they have like a level of athlete pretty high, so it
Yeah.
was not so easy.
How did it feel when you arrived at the
Yeah.
Olympics? Was it like
Yes.
a crazy, crazy moment?
Not crazy moment. It was like to live live the experience, like really
Mm,
like with the village and so, but also the race because the race for me didn't go pretty well, but it was more the atmosphere with
mm.
like maybe well, I think more than 100,000 people beside the road
Crazy.
was pretty crazy for me. Like to have a race like this, I never
Yeah.
feel like the same atmosphere. Look, really.
Wow. I can't imagine. Yeah, I've done triathlon races that are small and it's
Yeah.
100 times bigger.
Yes, it's
Crazy.
well because like some World Cup we do in the circuit over in the year. Like I was in Abu Dhabi in February, and
Mm.
there was like maybe like one, maybe less than 1,000 people
Oh,
sharing
wow.
us, or like that was nearly nobody in the race. And sometimes you go, there is more people, but in Paris, what's really crazy we did some lap of like 5K on the bike, and in every there was no space less free for people to cheer the athletes.
Crazy.
So
That's awesome. That's, yeah, must be an insane experience. I imagine for a lot of
yes,
people, like I remember for myself at like when I was 16 or 17, I was swimming a lot and I wanted to go to the Olympics, but then I left the dream to the side. And recently it's coming more, but I'm 28 now. So I'm like, I don't know, it's getting old, but I think for a lot of people, they dream about going to the Olympics. So if you have maybe, the 18-year-old in front of you, what do you feel like they need to know so that they can focus so much or get to the Olympics? Like, what does it take, you feel?
uh, what I will say to my younger me of 18 years old
Mm,
to like continue believing the dream and maybe to be a bit more focused like at some age on triathlon and
mm,
maybe more like choosing the race to go to the Olympic because
mm.
I think in some age I was like doing some the triathlon and I was like focused on triathlon but sometimes I was doing maybe too much study beside because I want to
Oh, really?
like go faster on study and
Mm,
it's it was worse for my like career for 1 year because I was not like recovery enough because I was like study like
oh,
40-hour a week and training like 25 30 hour per week so it was maybe too much for my body
oh
and that's
shit.
why I learned like after this year I learned but I think besides that I didn't want to change anything of my career because it's like what I have done all my life
Mm,
and I'm pretty
mm,
happy where I stand right now and
mm.
what I did over my career. So
I bet. It's very cool. I mean, not the easiest thing to
yeah,
get to the high level. I recently hired a professional triathlete coach to like who's also trained champions. Because I was thinking maybe I'm crazy, but to get to like a high level, what's the how old do people get? Like, is there an age? I know tennis people usually retire maybe 35, maximum 40. Is it triathlon? What's the how old do people usually go until they retire?
like at the elite level, I think
Mm,
in like short distance, like to go to Olympic, there is some people still racing at like 35 and be pretty good. But if you go to like Ironman distance, you can go till 40 years old. Like
oh
there
wow.
was like there is some people like going to 40 years old, but I think if you want to go till this age, you need to have like the like in yourself, you want to continue training because it's not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
easy training. You
No,
need
it's
to
more
wake up
suffering.
every day to train. Like for me, it's more like every everyday work. Like every day,
Mm-mm.
Sundays also it's a work. I have
Mm.
nearly no holiday in the year, so it's
Oh
more
yeah.
like you want to continue training like all the time and be focused on. That's the main
Mm.
thing because I think you can still be good at like 35, 40. But if you don't have like the mindset to go training every day to go
Yeah.
faster every time.
Mm,
You won't be performant like the young people.
sure. Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. You just need to be super consistent. Does it feel harder
Yes.
now, like when you're 30 compared to the, I guess, 20?
I don't think it feels harder now. It's more like I I have a different mindset
Mm,
to go to training. And I
mm,
like to train to be outside. I think
mm,
before that was more like you go all out every day or you
mm,
push yourself pretty hard. And it's more like now I enjoy to train and said I enjoy racing and I want to go racing. Like last year, I didn't perform pretty well the last race. On
mm,
the first race of the year, I said to myself, maybe no pressure for the performance, but more enjoy the race, and enjoy
mm,
what you do. And I perform pretty well. It's more like I have different mindsets as when I was young. I want more to enjoy the racing, enjoy the
mm,
training. And I said to myself, till I enjoy training, I will continue to do triathlon
mm.
as professional. So
That's important. Yeah, especially important to enjoy it, you know.
yes.
Well, what part of it do you enjoy the most? Like, I guess, of the training or the competitions, winning?
I think it's more like to train to go to the competition because like in triathlon you train the three sport but not together. And
Yeah.
it's more like you train every sport and you want to race because you want to enjoy the three sport together. So
Mm, mm,
it's a bit
mm.
both of the training and competition because in training I really enjoy like the feeling in water when you have like really good feeling on
Mm.
you catch water and you swim pretty fast. It's very good feeling because sometimes you go in water and you just feel shit because you feel like a stone like draw down
No.
the water on the day
Mm.
like you feel pretty good. It's just incredible. So that's why I continue
Yeah,
to.
that's so true. I didn't think of that. Yeah, when it's training, you're always training everything separately, but in the race, you get to do everything
Yeah.
together. Yeah, I had swimming today. I was feeling like a rock. I did not like it,
Yes,
but
yes. It's sometimes the training go pretty well all the day on all the training, and sometimes you just feel like shit. And it's more for me like I want to enjoy all the day, and to say
mm,
maybe when I feel shit, I must more like be more focused on the training because it's the most important training. Because I think I did training like where I feel I was more exhausted as a
mm,
competition
mm.
because
Yeah, of
competition
course.
feel maybe more easier because like you are in the race, you have adrenaline,
Yeah.
not in training.
No, no, for sure. Nah, true. Yeah, of course, you're super pumped in the race.
Yes.
So how you're saying to get to an elite level, you're training all the time. So that's like I can't imagine like you're training 8 hours a day. Or how much does a person actually need to train at this level? Just to understand.
To understand, like when I was like last year, 100% athlete, I was training like 5 hours a day, but
Wow.
it's just training. And like
Mm,
you go swimming like 1 hour, 32 hour, you go running 1 hour, and you go biking like 3 hour or maybe less. It's depend, but
mm,
you do the three sport every day, and
mm.
you like maybe one day you do only two sport on maybe only like 2 hour or 3 hours of training, but it's every day. And it's more like you need to recover between the training to be fit
Yeah.
at every training. Because
How do you recover?
if there's, it's like a lot of sleeping, like
Mm,
going to like physiotherapy
mm.
or osteo or massage. It's like you need to go maybe one time per week, like in a
Wow.
physio massage therapist to be proper recovery. And like it's a lot of on the other things, like we are a lot of speaking about that right now. It's when you train like 5 hours per day, you need to eat a lot. On
Yeah.
that's the most important aspect because if you don't feel your body, like if you don't feed your body enough, will have no energy for the next training.
Mm,
It's like a lot,
yeah.
some friend like elite triathlete said, like the sugar is if you limit your sugar, you limit your performance.
Mm. Oh, for sure. Do you know how many calories you intake when you're training
I
every day?
I think like maybe 5 to 6,000.
Damn, how tall are you?
1 180.
Gee, man. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah. That's
Yes.
elite eating level. It's five, six
Yes,
thousand calories.
but some athletes like eat a bit more, but like more.
Mm,
But it's more like you need to eat in training and beside
mm,
training, like
mm.
on you. It's more like for me, I don't eat a big meal. I maybe
No.
more like eat maybe 5 times, but it's 5 real meal. It's not like a collation or like something small bar, but you need to eat a lot. And yes, it's a
Mm.
lot.
I think I saw on your Instagram you said you were taking eating healthy very seriously, no? Was it you or
Not really. I just eat like some. It's more like I eat healthy, so it's just like I eat all the ingredient, but it's more like it's not like a real focus. If I go
Mm.
to eat a burger, it's not a problem. I don't want to be, but I don't will. I won't eat every day a burger. Like it's more like I try to eat something else because it's good for the body and it's pretty
Yeah.
nice to enjoy your meal. But like if you want to have a burger, just go eat a burger.
Yeah. No, fuel in the end. That's awesome.
Yes.
What was so now that you're focusing more on studies, I guess over the last 12 years, what's been some one or two highlights for you? What's been your favorite moment?
I think in triathlon, that's last year when, no, 2 years ago when I finished third at the European Championship, because like it was my first like on the championship medal, so a podium. And was really good because like I was feeling incredible from the start of the race till the end of the race, and I really enjoy all the part of the race, and that was all cool because all my family was there to watching me, so that was pretty nice in Madrid.
Oh,
So
damn.
so
That's awesome.
yes, I enjoy. And I think the second moment when was like at the Olympic Games because they changed the date of the race. On
Mm,
the real date of the race, there was like a big bus coming for me to watching me. And when
mm.
I come to see the people from like Switzerland come to Paris to just watching me racing, I was like feeling really incredible to see all these people like just following me all the race and was just doing like 2 times 8 hour bus to just come and watch the race was really incredible for
Crazy.
me because these people were just here for me. And that's my friend, but I didn't. Some of them, my friend, I didn't know they was taking this bus to come watching me, and that for me was a really highlight of my career to see all these people like enjoy what I did.
Damn, that's so cool. I bet that's probably a big reason to do something so intensely to get to a high level.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, aside from the Olympics, was there any other reasons or like internal motivation that was really driving you to keep on pushing every day, even when it was difficult?
Yes, I think there was because like right now I study beside triathlon, but I keep pushing triathlon, and I didn't really
Mm,
know if I go to the next Olympic or not. But it's
mm,
more like the passion for the sport. It's more like
mm.
I will say before like I really enjoy like training on going outside every day, and it's like a night job. Like it's I think a passion, and it's my job. So it's
Mm.
I think something pretty nice because you can live like you win some money from your passion. So it's pretty
Yeah,
nice to do that.
that's awesome. Is it?
Yes.
That's so cool. So what's your next goal for your triathlon then? Do you have a goal in mind?
Like this year, it's just like doing the race I really want to do. Like there is like some World Cup I
Mm,
did over the years, but I want to choose really the race I like with like some elite part on the bike where I can be pretty good at this. And it's just like to race and to show like to myself the level I can have and to be consistent over the year.
no specific race yet.
It's like it's a specific race, but like it's not triathlon because I did last year, but with
Ah.
no preparation, specific training. I did like
Oh.
Sierzinal is like it's a race, it's a running race in the mountain, so it's a trail
Oh yeah,
running.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, that
it's
one's fun.
why yes, that's fun, but I want to go there with a bit more preparation this year. So. Like maybe
That's
like
cool.
1 month of preparation. Last year I
Mm.
that was like directly after the Olympics, so I have no preparation for there, but I really enjoy the race over there. And it's maybe my goal this year to be more performant at this race.
How did you do in the mountain race? Did you place okay or no? You got destroyed?
I was 40, so it was still all right. A lot of people say to me, with no training, it's pretty good. But the problem, I have the mindset of a racer winner. Like you always want to be faster, to be more good or like this. So you may sometimes need to enjoy the small victory, and maybe it was like a small victory that year.
Of course. I imagine that switching from triathlon to training with just one of the sports can be pretty different. I was learning, drafting versus not drafting. Triathlon is no drafting, or like bicycling. But it would be cool. No, do you think it's possible for like a triathlete to then like leave triathlon, but then become almost the best in running, bicycling, and swimming, or maybe
I
shorter
think
distance?
yes. There is like, but the switch they do before, but like there is like a triathlete from Australia in long distance, Carmen Worth. He's pretty old right now, but he was like rowing at the young age, and he was switching to biking. And now he's doing bike on triathlon.
Okay, wow,
yes,
very cool.
Yes, you can switch. I think from sport, like from endurance sport, you can switch on maybe be good, but maybe not the best. But you can switch from one sport to other sport. Like
awesome, man.
Yes, but I think you need to try to sometime to do other sports with other people to like change the mindset and change maybe your routine over the day or over the year or like.
For sure. Yeah, of course you need to change the way you train. Are you still training with a team right now, or are you doing a lot of solo training?
I don't like I train maybe with the team, with some friend. Like for the swimming, I always train like with a group or like this, but like the bike and the running, I did a lot of training alone. But when I was young, at a young age, I was only swimming together with a group, and biking and running was always alone or with one or two people. It was I do right now. It's more like I train with some friends doing triathlon in the region, and we have a group and we train together. We ride. I do want to go riding tomorrow, and we go together. We do like if some people have specific like stuff to do, they do the stuff, but we go together and we enjoy like just the training together. Like
do you feel like it helps to have people around you, or how has that shaped your ability to make progress?
Yes, it's pretty good to have a group because like you can push yourself. Like if you are in a bad day, the people like can push you, like say, oh, it's not a problem, I was not feeling good last week or like this, and you just like try to follow your teammate. And if you are on a good day, you can push your teammates. They are feeling a bad day. It's more like a relationship. Like you try to push yourself with other people. And like it's not like a competition, because I do competition with these friends, but in competition we are in competition. And in training,
of course,
we are friends and we help each other to train to be more good.
Yeah, I love the quote. I think competition means, like, the etymology means like conspiring to make each other better as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's very powerful. That's especially in sports, so powerful. I think because right now with like I know a lot of people, like, especially if they get after high school, maybe they start at university or job, and then they forget about sports or like even the dream of going to the Olympics. So probably having people around you that want to push you or motivate each other can be super powerful. Our environment shapes us a lot.
Yes. And I know like a friend is younger than me, and I'm a bit his idol. Like he always said, oh, you are so good or like this. And he become like really good on his, I think this year he will be like nearly better as me. Like he's faster than me in running, and he's really good on the bike. And I know he will be pretty good, but he always like admire me as I train or like this stuff. And it's pretty good, nice to have these people. And I really enjoy like to train with younger people, because you can like learn from these people, and you can can like teach these people, like say some advice, and it's really nice, and it's always a conversation, and it's always nice.
For sure. Here's a question, a fun question. What's the question that you think I should ask you that I haven't asked yet that would really help to understand more about becoming a top level athlete? That's a powerful question for you.
Like a lot of people ask me what they need to be a professional or like a elite athlete, and I said it's not a lot about like talent. Talent is a small part. It's a lot of work on believe on like a lot of belief in yourself. Like if you don't believe like you will achieve that, it will be difficult. Like in a career, like it's not like 1 year or like 2 years. It's a long time career. Like so you need like to be like some small objective. Like if you have like 16 years old, the first step is like to do the Swiss championship or like the national championship. After you said maybe the next goal is to go like at like a continental level. Like for me, it was like Continental Cup or like European Championship, but in junior. And after like you pass like the elite level and like you go like the most difficult competition on. It's always like small objective, and you have your main goal like for like 4 or 10 years, and you have small goal before you go over there.
Yeah, putting in the work in the end.
Yes,
it's crazy, man.
And it's a lot of work. Like I know some people they have like more talent, but they don't have the mindset to go like all out all the day in training. And I think you need to have the mindset to say it will be difficult. Like someday it will be really difficult to go outside to train, but you need to go outside if you want to perform.
Yeah.
But at the end, if you don't like the sport, if you don't enjoy what you do, you will never succeed. You need to enjoy what you do to be successful.
So important. Yeah, because otherwise the suffering will be maybe too much.
Yes.
Yeah. What's crazy is that I've interviewed quite a few people this year, and it's all about that, like just crazy focus, so much work.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, sports, business, whatever. But yeah, thank you for sharing that. That's very powerful.
I know that because like we work like on the mental aspect with my like coach, my mental coach, like on the flow, on the like we on this that's an aspect that's not only in sport you will have, that you can have in work or like in other parts. So I think you need to take like some part of the professional like sport world to the like other world, like in a business or like this, because it can help you in other way. Like sport can help you in business, and business can help you in sport. Like it's a relationship like you can have. Like it's not like there is like a barrier between the world. Like
no, it's the same thing. How does your mental coach help you? Like, how do they? Is it
it's
separate
more
from
like
the sports coach? It's a different person.
Yes, it's a different person. Like it's more like we go there, like we try to do like some. It's more like to try to be in the flow, and the most time in the flow. So we analyze what it need to go in the flow, and like we did some hypnosis. Like so, I can do some auto hypnosis to myself, like when before race or like this, or the day before race, where I refocus on the race, and I try to be like in the race, like when I was in the hypnosis, like
visualizing
phase. Yes, visualizing. I can feel my muscle like moving, like, and I'm not swimming, and I can feel like the muscle I need to be activated for swimming, and it's what it helped me to go in the flow.
Excellent.
In the race.
Very cool. Do all athletes have a mental coach like that, or is this something special you have?
I think every athlete needs to have his specific mental training. It's maybe more personalized to have, because that's a mental aspect that work pretty good for me, but for other people, it will not work. So they need more to have like to be like the mental say you need to be good, or like to like have thinking always good, or like this. It's more like every athlete will have his proper like mental training.
I love the hypnosis and the visualization part though, because I know that's my background. I did psychology in my studies, and it's so powerful. Yeah, just training your muscles visually.
Yes.
Any other exercise that you do that like gives you that extra edge?
Not really. It's more like really hypnosis, like auto hypnosis. Really something that really helped me when, yes, I don't feel so good. Like,
Yeah, that's so cool to hear. And yeah, of course, it's so important. Physical training and the mental training. I think the last question is actually, I'm just a little bit curious of. Did you ever do an Ironman? I forgot to check.
no, I never did an Ironman. I did, yes, one Alpha Ironman, and like I will do like more like Alpha Ironman this year, but Ironman will be like for the next season. I don't think
Is,
it will be like this year.
is this something you want to do?
I think I want to do one to say I finish one Ironman, but
Mm,
like right now, I don't want to do like more like long distance stuff because like Ironman is like you sit on your bike like for 4 hours or 5 hours alone.
yeah.
It's not something that's like give me the patience to train. So
Yeah. Do you think, okay, here's a funny one. Do you think you need to train more for an Ironman or the same like it's for racing a triathlon?
I don't think you need to train more. It's more like maybe the intensity of training.
Mm,
Like for short distance, you will have like a really baseline of like endurance stuff on like small, some like really fast stuff. And for
mm,
Ironman, I think you need to more training in between the both, like to be more focused. But it's more like you will maybe spend less time on the swimming and maybe
mm,
more time on the bike for
mm.
Ironman training.
Yeah, so much time on the bike. Did so I guess yeah, the last thing is just what's the is there anything that hasn't been shared? People listening to this, they're super into, being passionate and getting to a high level in success in whatever area. But is there anything that hasn't been shared that you wanna share?
The only thing I want to share is like to believe in the dream, in your dream,
Mm,
and
mm.
and to go for it like this.
Yeah.
I will say
And then do it for many years intensely.
yes.
Right. Awesome, man. Well, if people want to reach out to you or find out more about you, what's the best way for people to find out about you? Which platforms?
I think it's on Instagram. It's the place where I post the most of my career.
Oh,
Sometimes on my website, but it's really more on Instagram where I put all the stuff.
awesome. Yeah, we will put that in the description. In any case,
Yes.
Adrien
Thanks.
Briffod, incredible to hear the amount of training you need to do, the focus you need to do, and then work on the mental and the physical. So cool. I really appreciate this conversation, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yes, was really nice. Thanks.
Thank you.